Hi everyone, sorry for the delay on this review. Last week was a little packed, but now we get to talk about Battle of the Bulge, the anticipated war game from Shenandoah Studios. This was built from the ground up for iPad and is not based on any existing property, but tries to recreate the classic wargaming experience. So let's take a look and see if they succeeded. In the initial release, Battle of the Bulge has two scenarios to choose from. So when you select a new game, you will be given the option to choose either the Race to the Muse or the Battle of the Bulge. The Race to the Muse is a shorter one, so we'll take a look at that here. You can play as either the Axis or the Allies, and you can choose which general you'll be facing off on the opposing side. And each general plays slightly differently and makes different strategic moves in different situations. Each day in the campaign, you'll receive a briefing which shows you what took place, what you still need to accomplish, and any other special effects for that day. In this case, the first day of the Race to the Muse scenario, the Axis have an opportunity to move 3 infantry units before the day starts. As you can see, when you move units, it will give you a preview of combat and let you know your chances of success if you were to execute that move, which would initiate a combat with the units in that square. As you can see, the game has the look of a chit-based war game. However, it's not asking you to consult charts, and really the chits are just there as an homage to the old style of design. As you can see, it does all the calculations for you, and all you need to do is determine whether that's a smart move or not. This is really great for someone like me who's not a pro wargamer, and I think that will appeal to both groups, both wargamers and those that are not as passionate about wargaming, but still enjoy this type of gaming in a lighter capacity. And not to say that the game is light, I'm just referring to the amount of work the player needs to do. You're not required to memorize the charts or any of those types of situations. Rather, you just focus on playing the game, and the computer handles most of what is going on behind the scenes, which is great for the player. There's enough to do, but not too much to do. The game is split into turns and days. In each turn, you move all the units in one area. At the end of several turns will be the end of a day, and at the end of the day, you will receive a new briefing which shows you any units cut off from supply, as well as your current goals and how much time you have remaining to accomplish them. It is both thematic and also helpful in planning your next strategies and what you will do in the following turn. The game has many settings that you can use to tailor to your own liking and how you enjoy to play the game. One of the coolest parts of this app is the historical background. It has pages and pages of illustrated text to tell you exactly how the Battle of the Bulge happened, what the background behind the battle was, and what the results of it were, as well as glossaries and biographies of many people involved. It really is an awesome addition, and as Dave said to me, it's almost worth the price of admission just for that historical content. The game features several multiplayer features. It features a face-to-face multiplayer option, which allows you to play on one device. There is no hidden information in the game. You both know each other's objectives, you both know what the goals are, and so it's a great way to play a war game quickly with a friend without all the needed setup, space, or calculations. There also is online play that you can play over Game Center, either with friends or with strangers, and this works well to also provide a place to play this game if you are enjoying something beyond the artificial intelligence and really want that addition of a human opponent. I am not a deep war gamer. I do love head-to-head battle games like Memoir 44 or Star Wars X-Wing, but I am not a war gamer in the broad sense that this game is portraying. However, this game has made this genre accessible to myself, and I also think there's a lot of depth there for those that are already fans of the genre. The game does not show you every dice roll or a calculation chart, but you can see very clearly what's going on in each battle. There is cover that is blocking some of your hits. You can also see how many shots you're taking and how those shots affect the units that are there. My one concern with Battle of the Bulge is that the scenarios may be solvable. Now, I am not a pro at this game, actually not very good at it, but I could see a pro player possibly finding a key strategy that works against each AI and then sort of solving the game. However, perhaps with human opponents, new strategies and new opponents will show different obstacles and possibly give the game more life. Battle of the Bulge is the key example of wargaming on the iOS. This is how it should be done and the example that should be followed. We do not need to consult charts or to read complicated cards, etc. in a wargame, what we need is sleek video game design as presented here. It allows you to have the depth of a wargame while doing the calculations for you. This, then, in my opinion, is the key way to play a wargame on iOS. If you are a fan of wargames or love historical content, I definitely would pick this up, as it is a great addition to any iOS board gaming library.